Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. So it's a little bit early today. I got up, went up to Ilani Casino. I won a little bit at Ilani Casino. So on the way home, I thought, hey, what should I do? I was starting to play up, and all of a sudden I said, I played down on the last last dollar I put in the machine, I played down. So I was like, I better head out, and just take whatever I got left and go home, right? Except on the way home, I said, with this little bit of money I got, I got a little bit of savings at Target. I could combine them, right? And maybe get something. Because earlier this week, I had a little bit of money. I was going to go up to Ilani, but I instead went to the grocery store, bought that pork. So I said, if I got a little bit of, savings at Target or whatever, why don't I try to combine them? I had posted earlier about the $1 Whopper from Burger King, but you need a credit card with $1 on it in order to get it now. They don't allow the pay in cash function anymore. I can't remember if I had that or didn't have that, but I'm just gonna kind of sort of mosey on around here a little bit, because I don't obviously I didn't really make that much money at all, really. I mean, so I have about $3 to spend. So, but I thought, hey, here's clearance, right? This is a game. I don't have a gaming machine, but this is Fallout 4. A lot of people play Fallout 4. It's a repackage, and it's $14.70. Oh, I guess normally it's only $29.99. But anyway, just kind of stuff you can see. Sometimes you go to a different Target or see what's there. And just here's let's see what the clearance is on this. This is that. It's still expensive. I guess $31. It was $45. So maybe I'll go to the grocery, see what's in grocery. I spent so much early in the week on those cables at Walmart that it's kind of like, and I never really found a use for the cables either. So just kind of go around here. So look at this. I don't know what this is. It's really heavy. This is like it's a book. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Okay. It's kind of that K-pop stuff. Ned Zone. I haven't heard of them. It is getting warm in here today. It's the first rain of the fall in Washington, in Vancouver, Seattle, whatever. When I was growing up, it was like you went back to school. The first week or two of school, you didn't notice that the days had gotten a little bit shorter over the summer. It was still hot and warm kind of in the afternoon. Even as a kid, you'd go out at recess or play. You play sports in the field at recess or whatever. It was still kind of hot, And then all of a sudden, sort of around this time, late September, mid-September, sometimes early September, you get up in the morning to go to school, not like I was going to school, but around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden you go outside, you realize it's not just started raining. It's been raining for several hours. The ground is wet. It's also not a rainstorm, right? You don't have heavy winds or, electrical power going out. It's just pretty much steady, heavy rain in the morning. And for some reason, when you leave the apartment pretty early in the morning, or not real in the morning, it's dark. It's so the rain is black on the pavement. The pavement is black. It's wet. It's raining. And it's not real freezing. It's just pretty cold. And you're like, man. Oh, you're back. Okay, great. It stopped there for a minute. I didn't really know what to do. I was just kind of talking about the changing of the seasons, kind of going into fall here in the Pacific Northwest. So, definitely going to kind of come in here early. see about, you know, getting something at the grocery store for the last part of the week. You know, I was talking earlier about trying to get a coupon kind of to work, but some of the coupons now, you get them on the app, you need to have the money on the credit card or the debit card. If you have cash, you know, you won't be able to use that coupon if you have cash only, you know. So I do remember getting into kind of the, you know, the Halloween fall season, even a little bit of Thanksgiving. You go out with your, you know, your wife, your daughter, you look at the costumes a little bit, you know, you play a little bit like, oh, you know, there's skulls and candles and costumes and all that stuff. It's always kind of fun a little bit, you know. That was the other thing about this time of year on the weekends, you know, after the rain starts, you know, it gets colder and stuff.
You did full grocery too, did you?
You know, the family will go out and they'll say, hey, you know, let's go do that, you know, that weekend shopping, or, you know, we'll go get that. Actually, I'm going to kind of look at this soda here. That weekend shopping, or, you know, the weekend outings. You know, sometimes when we were in Massachusetts, it was always kind of a good time of year to go to those kind of sort of those outdoor kind of not parks, but like farms type places, you know, do whatever there. You know, it was kind of fun. I am going to look here. I can't remember where it was. I thought maybe it was at Walmart. They started doing kind of a larger single serving soda that was on a discount for $1, but they don't actually have it here. They've got the, you know, those larger 2-liter bottles. But just kind of seeing, you got to see what any sale is, you know, when you get down to those last couple dollars you decide you want to spend. I'm getting a little bit of the shivers now, you know, kind of coming into the store, seeing what's here. Sometimes you think baking supplies, you know, spices, seasoning, canned foods, you know. What is it that I should be buying, you know? You just really don't know all the time. So I'll go down the can section. Some of this stuff, dive in, it's like, oh, it's good, you know, and now, you know, it doesn't really agree as well with me. I talk about the canned soup, stuff like that as a kid, you know. Oh, I could get bagels. Get more bagels. They got Sara Lee bagels. They're priced really well. And it's a food item, so I'm not going to pay taxes on it. Let's see what bagels they got here. They got Sara Lee Deluxe Everything bagels. I was kind of going with the cinnamon raisin the other day. So I had 4 cinnamon raisin for $1.99. This is 6 Sara Lee Everything bagels for $2.39. I think you got to go with the bagels. That's what you got to go with. Sara Lee Everything bagels. They look pretty good, but I think I can get them for less at Winco. The Winco bagels are less, so I'm gonna save money. Oh no, but I have 80 cents. I still want to save the money. I don't know that the Sara Lee are gonna be actually that much better, even though I can use the 80 cents at Target. It puts me over a little bit. Now, let me think. If I apply 80, okay, so here's the math for the day, right? You've got about $2.26 in cash, right? You've got 80 cents at Target, which puts you at $3.06. For $2.39, you minus 80 cents, basically puts you at $1.60, $1.61. I actually will save 7 cents cash by buying them here on this one transaction. So I use all 80 cents. It brings me down to $1.61 cash payment. I paid the $1.61. I've got $2.26 cash left, right? I got 39 plus 26 is 65 cents. I go home with 65 cents, right? In cash versus savings. If I buy the other way, right, I end up with $0.49. So in terms of a larger transaction, right, you're looking at take-home cash from the bagel purchase as 65 cents when applying the 80 cents. If you pay more, if you want to apply the 80 cents and you want to keep cash. Otherwise, you pay all cash, but you save the 80 cents at Target to apply later. So you end up with less cash, 49 cents as opposed 59 cents or 49 cents as opposed to 65 cents. That's the big deal. So the best, right, is if you can find a complete substitute product, right, where you're not paying, I don't know, what is that, 20, 29, 39 plus 32 is 71. See, that's the thing. You pay an extra 71 cents to save 80. I mean, to save 7 or anyway. I'm going to get confused on the numbers here, but you get the general idea, right? So I'm just going to kind of keep looking because this isn't the end of a transaction period, right? I will continue to shop at Target. That's sometimes what changes. Sometimes if it's the end of a transaction period, like I'm going to like move or maybe change jobs or I'm moving apartments or I might not shop at that store much more because not necessarily the store is closing, but maybe I am moving and there's not many stores or that store's near where I'm moving or I'm gonna have to drive farther. Sometimes when school starts, right? In the morning or something on the week, you come in, you think, well, you know, we won't shop there as much once school starts because, you know, we'll be, you know, taking the kids to school or we'll start these other activities, you know, all that type of stuff factors into it. You know, if you're not going to be making the continuation of the purchase, you apply the discount, you save a little bit of cash, but you can spend more. Now the idea, right, is if, hey, maybe I get a comparison product, but a loaf of bread is not a comparison product, you know, comparison product to bagels, right? They're both bread products, but they're not. It would just be like, oh, I'm going to buy, you know, a loaf of bread at Target, right? So, and I don't actually want to buy a loaf of bread at Target right now, today. Now there's a marinade. No, the marinated bag is a little too expensive. You can look at the smoky mesquite marinade in a bag. This is actually the exact sort of thing we're looking at, okay? A lot of these marinades, right, they've been starting to add some like beer or whiskey or bourbon to it. Let's see if they've added any here. If they usually just advertise it, right? You know, they say we're going to add some beer or some bourbon, whiskey. It was getting real popular for a while. Seems to be kind of a sugar. Now this is a new ingredient which I have actually never heard of. Blackstrap molasses. I know there's molasses, but I don't actually know what blackstrap molasses is. I get the mesquite smoke flavor, Worcestershire sauce, which has regular molasses in it, just itemized molasses, but blackstrap molasses, I don't really know. I could buy the marinade in a bag. It's JL Kraft. Looks like Kraft, the Heinz company, or Kraft Heinz company, is starting to do kind of a signature JL Kraft. Okay. I don't know if that's the same as Robert Kraft, as the New England Patriots owner, but it does have blackstrap molasses in it. Marinate in a bag, bag it, grill it. I guess you put the meat in the bag. It's actually kind of interesting. They put the timer on the back. do not cook and bag. You know, discard marinade, grill meat to desired doneness. Actually sounds kind of good. You know, you could maybe even do Chinese food, you know, bag marinade like this, right? Like you just buy the frozen breaded chicken cutlets. If you, I mean, I'm not eating chicken right now, obviously, but you buy the frozen breaded chicken cutlets. You get a Chinese flavor marinade bag. You throw it in there. You roll it around. You throw it in the freezer so the frozen chicken cutlets stay frozen. You know, it sort of all hardens in there for like maybe 30, 45 minutes or an hour. You take them out, you peel them out of there when they're still not like totally solid. You know, the marinade isn't totally frozen solid. You know, you put them in the you know, you on the stove, you know, you put them in a pan on the stove and cook them up. You basically get you know sort of that fried sort of Chinese food flavor. It'd actually be really good. But I don't actually have any of that meat, and I'm not eating breaded chicken cutlets right now, man. A lot of that Chinese food now is all chicken. It's like, you look at it, you're like, yeah, you know, get that. Sorry, I totally dropped the phone there. Okay. I hope I'm still on here. I don't lose anything. I better just keep going. And that would be kind of interesting. Buffalo style fish, fried fish, you know. Okay, now here's a cheeseburger burrito, not labeled for retail sale. Okay. Man, I am getting the fingers. I've got the crazy fingers. Plant-based awesome grounds with malty Monterey Jack, kale, and a tangy tomato onion salsa. I'm getting a little bit of the drop fingers right now, sorry. I did try to do these cheeseburgers, the frozen cheeseburgers, the frozen $1 cheeseburgers. I couldn't eat them for very much. I think I got sick of them. I'm in the fresh fruit section. Probably gonna have to go to the bathroom in a minute or two. Just sort of the way it goes today. Ooh, I won't be able to afford the ribs. Here are those extra meaty back ribs, but I will definitely. Oh, they have got a low total price. It's definitely a little bit over. I probably am not going to have enough to get one. I can go all the way up. Oh, I'm getting closer. Have to be a real small one. bigger ones. These are inexpensive right now. These are frozen. These are good. The extra meaty, but I don't have enough for any of them. Man, it was close. I got within about $1.18 of being able to buy one. I have lots of cheese at home. I could try a ground pork. It's great for meatballs, great for meatloaf. But I just cooked pork last night. I think the answer is maybe go somewhere and try to buy more bagels. That's all I can think of. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be sort of do the the longer term idea. Instead of spending more on bagels, I'll spend a little bit less, but I will return to this store to be able to buy or spend the savings. So I'm gonna end it there. I've been having sort of dropping the phone several times. Just trying to get a little bit of, I don't know if it's checkers or Scrabble or, dropping the, it's like you drop the phone, it sounds like the Scrabble game or the, checkers or something like, those plastic pieces or whatever. I guess in Scrabble, the television video game, the television game show, I didn't really like the show, but they did have sort of an iconic rubber plastic sound as they dropped the Scrabble tiles into that center play space. It didn't quite have sort of the glassy plastic checker, sound sort of on a table or whatever, like some of the phones sound like now if you gently drop them or whatnot. So I'm going to continue on, maybe go get some of the other bagels. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. If I can get that right there. I'm trying. See, it's not, I'm getting problems with my phone right now. I'm not able to press that here. Let's see, that is not responding. That is not good. Okay, that responds. That does not respond. That responds. Okay, so I'm getting kind of a dead spot on the phone here. It's a little bit of a concern. I got a dead spot right here. I don't really know what to do. It's in the lower right corner of the phone. That touchscreen is just not working right there. I'm not able to identify a scratch. Every other part of the phone is working. I guess I can just start tagging friends. I'm just gonna start tagging people. See if I can get that button to work. It's sort of a concern there. I cannot get this to end. I guess I'll invite people. How about share broadcast? How about Candace? Candace, Kelsey, Conrad, Jamie, and Ashley. I'm just going to see. I'm going to invite people. That's all I can really do. Use the other buttons at the time. Most people aren't going to accept. I really don't know what to do. I've got sort of a blocked transmission here. Can't drop the line. I don't know what else to do other than be a continuous customer. I guess I can continue to be a customer if the broadcast won't end. How about comments? I have a dead spot on the lower right corner of touchscreen after dropping phone twice. Comma, unable to terminate broadcast. Okay, let's see if that, okay. Yeah, I'm having difficulty right there. So I'll explain it. I really don't know what to do. Maybe go out, see, I don't want to get the phone wet, you know? Guess I'll return the cart. I guess I can. So, I mean, you know, you ask for a little, they say it's a lot. I'm just going to ask for 6.5 billion USD from state coffers. All right. I'm gonna make my way out into the rain. Okay, so we're outside here. Like I said, I'm unable to terminate broadcast, so I'm sort of at wit's end here. Just got this spot on this phone. Don't really know what to do. I do want to go up to the Winco and get the comparison bagels. Okay, because I think the bagels up at Winco are less. I really can't end the, I guess I have to hold on to the phone. Ugh.
Tell me about the room and how comfortable everybody is knowing that it's going to keep you guys fresh. And there's not this desire to be the feature back there.
Listen, we all want to obviously we all want to contribute, we all want to make plays. But at the end of the day, we have one common goal, and that's to be champions. But whatever that takes, we're excited to do that. You know, whenever our numbers call, we're going to be on point, ready to perform at a high level. So we all support each other, we compete with each other. We have competition like that, it breeds excellence. So we all compete with each other, we want to be the best. We want to go out there and have big games, we want to contribute. But we have one common goal, that's to be champions. And, we have a tight-knit group in our running back room, and we all support each other. So obviously, you know, we want 20 carries and 100 yards, we want 3 TDs, you know. We want to keep doing that week in and week out. But collectively, as a unit, we feel like we're the best in the league. We strive to prove that week in and week out.
Bruce, I mean, if you'll pause, I do want to talk about, I've got some questions about Mark Cameron, why he's joining us today. We'll get to the point. Yeah, let's mention this. So you're now doing a podcast called Trust Levels with a former teammate, Cam Jordan. You're going to be having, you know, guys around the league on, you know, teammates like Mark Jackson, but, you know, guys from other teams. I saw Kelsey and Wagner. I know you did your first one, I think, with Alvin Kamara. And
There's a second target here.
Interested in this because, you know, just getting something like this to
I'm with my brother Cam Jones, my best friend, head coach, friend. He's really family to me. We have some of the best guys in the league. Podcast released today. You can subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast at. We literally have Apple where, our first episode. So we got great guys, man. You said Kittle, Kelsey, Wagner, Lamar Jackson, Hollywood Brown, some teammates of ours as well. Some teammates of ours. Real stuff, and just good vibes, man. Good vibes, good people. I think that's basically what the podcast is, and I'm blessed to be here. One of my best friends, one of my best brothers, and we got some of the best players around the league on the podcast. So make sure y'all subscribe, tune in, man. Like it. Let us know how you guys feel.
That's what I need.
I like that, Brady. He's already figured out remember, you can subscribe anywhere you can write your podcast.
Right. No, it's all about subscriber base. Yeah. That's how you got to jump that up, and that's how you get, the additional dollars too. Once they start seeing that jump in subscribers, and you get all the paid advertisements, all that good stuff. I just want to follow up on that, Mark, only because you talked about the wide variety of players you're talking to. Was there ever any awkwardness? Was there ever any angst or anything else between talking to some of the players for the most part? Or, as you said, is it because some of these were done in the off season? Maybe it wasn't quite as bad as what it would have been like if we were doing it in season.
There wasn't any anxiety, man. Mostly because all of our guests are familiar. We're familiar with them. We have personal relationships with them. It's not just like a football relationship where I just talk to them and shake hands off the field or after a game. It's guys who I genuinely have good friendships and good relationships with. Guys who Cam genuinely has good friendships, good relationships with. So it's really like, speaking to my brother, speaking to my best friends, like as if we were sitting on the couch, just, shooting stuff with each other. So it was really laid back, really, just laid back, man. It's real and it's genuine. So it was something that I really enjoyed shooting. It's a project that I really enjoyed putting together with Cam and the Players Tribune. And like I said, we put a lot of work and a lot of hard work and effort into it. And we have some of the best names across the league on there. So we hope you guys enjoy the podcast. And please give us feedback. Let us know how we can be better.
All right, and again, it is trust levels. We got to get you out of here real quick, but how different is Mark Ingram at 30 than he was when he came into the league at 22? You can talk about how you live life and what you do with your off time in this podcast. How different are you now than you were 8 years ago?
Man, I'm way different, man. I came in the league, I was 21 years old, I was single, trying to make it to 30 as a bachelor. You know what I mean? Didn't make it that far. Got married at 25 to my beautiful wife. I have 4 children now. I've grown so much from an individual standpoint, from how I view life, my values and my principles. I've just grown so much, and there's still so much learning and so much growing to do. So I've grown a lot in a good way, and I'm just continuing to have the same growth I've had in the 10 years since I've been to the league, to the next 10 years, and the next 10 years, and the next 10 years, and the next 10 years. I just want to keep growing and keep elevating. So. Yeah, I've grown a lot.
Got to get you out of here. If we had more time, Brady, I'd love to ask Mark about what is it about running backs from Jersey?
No, look, here's the thing.
I'm from Jersey, but I'm really a Flintstone. I'm from Flint, Michigan, but I was from Hackensack.
And if you were born in Jersey, you're a Jersey running back, Mark. That's what
Okay.
And when you live in South Florida, if I'm not mistaken, that's how we're training the off-season, Mark?
Yes, sir.
I was going to say, man, we got to get together sometime, because as I've told a lot of people this, man, I know once you are done, broadcasting is something you want to do. I think you're going to be phenomenal, man. I think you've got that career ahead of you. So whatever that time is, man.
Shopping cart right here.
Because I'd love to work with you at some point in the future.
I can't turn the camera around.
Thank you.
But there's a shopping cart right there. I don't know how far it is.
Get some grooming, so I can grow, so I can learn a little bit. So when I do transfer to that life, maybe in 5, 6 years, what I mean? I have a seamless transition, you know what I mean? So I'm willing to learn, willing to grow, and I appreciate you reaching out to me.
I'm telling you right now that the boss at Sirius XM NFL Radio, hearing you say,
I'm going to see if I can finish this.
Oh, who's his agent? We got to reach out. We got to get him on.
No, I still can't.
Work with him immediately. You do a podcast.
So I can't end the broadcast.
You broadcast during the season. What would change? We got to let you go, Mark. I know you got to get back to work, but again, you've got a great future. But I know you're not worried about that now. You're worried about just one game coming up this week against Kansas City. Best of luck.
I didn't go
with the
around
podcast,
it.
And thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on.
Always. Mark Ingram of the Baltimore Ravens. We are now officially in trouble, Brady, with the Baltimore Ravens PR staff, I believe. Because, normally players have like 8-10 minutes to chat, but with Mark, you can never get finished with the conversation that quickly. When he was in New Orleans,
He's talking.
with him.
He likes to chop it up. He's talking. I like it. And like I said, and I mean this. I mean, we talked to him, I think, at the Super Bowl this past year. We talked to him a number of times. He's one of those budding stars that I think when he transitions, he will find broadcasting easy for him just because he's naturally got it. Like, he's naturally got the ability to kind of hold the conversation, say some interesting or funny things, and then I think ask questions. And I think that the podcast, what he's doing, it's a great segue for him at some point whenever he wants to hang it up, to be able to have that sort of practice with another guy who's really good, Cam Jordan. We'd love having him on.
No question. We'll take a break, Brady. Really get the show started as we kicked it off with Mark Ingram. We've got a lot to get to, including what's going on.
It was an amazing season. I mean, nobody expected us to do what we did. We thought we had a good team to make it to the playoffs, but not to make it and get to the 5th spot. Of course, we were not expecting that. But of course, it was an amazing season.
It's a dead end.
We didn't know what was going to happen.
Who would have thought? I guess I'll go left again. No, maybe go right.
When you find that chemistry, you have a season like that.
Why is that a dead end?
You want to keep that team until the end and see what happens. So it was an amazing season.
Well, let's talk about that, because you just mentioned the trade deadline. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was widely reported you were basically traded to the Heat. And
I swear,
work out a long-term extension. It wasn't right.
I gotta plug this in. I swear I missed the wind call back there.
A different team and make somebody playing right now.
So I thought I was supposed to go right by a wind call.
For everybody, I think there is a lot of calls going on in those last few hours. I think that it's always tough to lead a team that is winning, especially to have to.
You need that folding phone with the double-sided, so you can search a map on the right side, stay on the broadcast on the left side. Well, there must be a lake down there or something. It is